Hi there. Welcome back. You're thinking, well, who are you? Yes, I've been gone. Welcome back. I'm Catherine. If you're new here, I make unusual journals out of old books. This book is from 1880, and its title is, the author is Macaulay, and the title is Miscellaneous Works, Part 3. It sounds like a Beatles song, right? Or well, what was the group that did Strawberry Letter Number? Anyhow, I'm already wandering off topic. So, I'm loving how she looks. So she just sits over on the desk and gazes at me while she strokes her ermine. I have been working on putting some miscellaneous tabs on the sides of this, and I'm really loving how it looks. And I've been trying to use all kinds of different things for tabs rather than just whale tail tabs. But there are a few because I must admit I love them. A few very wonderful Happy Mail people sent me packages full of gorgeous whale tail tabs, and then my crush found me a whale tail punch. And yeah, life just keeps getting better and better. In fact, in with my box of goodies that Nancy sent me was one of these that I'm going to have to figure out how to use. Because right now I'm looking at this and thinking, I don't know. So, fortunately, now Nancy, I don't know whether you did this or whether the previous owner did this. But thank goodness it's a little bit larger print on this side rather than over here. So, yeah, I'm going to play around with this later. I wanted to show you one of the things I did. I've been trying to make use of ephemera that has been gifted to me. So, for example, this little whale tail tab was gifted to me. This was gifted. And when I say gifted, I mean Happy Mail, or else, you know, Nancy and I see each other and she's usually got something for me. She just lives in such a wonderful part of the world where cool stuff is just in abundance. So this was from my new meatball box. These, wait a second, no, this is actually from something I purchased for myself brand new, because I had never seen it in the wild. Not in the wild. I guess it was in a zoo because it was at a craft store. A Tim Holtz pad of tickets. I'd never seen one before. Tim Holtz, for a little while, our Michael's stores up here in Canada, for a little while, our Michael's stores carried some Tim Holtz things. And now it's just less and less and less and less, and pretty soon it'll be extinct. Here in Canada, I get the feeling. So when I was over the border, I did treat myself, which is a rare thing for me. You know, I try and just use secondhand. This was from Camille. I used some stamps that she made, and they are also little tucky spots. Let me find something that I can show you. So you could tuck something behind it if you want. So Camille made those, and I thought they were pretty. Another whale tail tab. I think Valentina or... oh my goodness. It's too early. That's from my meatball box. That's from the druggist and chemist in Princeton, Ontario. I thought that made kind of a neat tab. Oh, this one still needs a tab. All right. I made a tab from a button envelope. Now, I still want to cover this up, so we might do that before we get into Dun, 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 dun. Finally, the groovy bag. We will be doing the groovy bag. But I made this little tag, and if you remove this photo, which was also in my meatball box, you can see that it was a button envelope. So there is that. It is, I couldn't find my brown photo corners anywhere. And I really wanted to use brown photo corners, but you got to use what you got to use. So hopefully they'll show up. But I like how that turned out. This will eventually flip over, but I don't like looking at this seam. So we are going to cover that today, and then that will be, see how it hangs over the edge like a tab. Then I made a teeny tiny tab just out of an old price tag. I've got scads of these sheets, and I really love them. They're really, really a lot of fun. And then this is just, well, you can tell it's just evident what that is. So I have been working, oh, there it is. I wondered where that snuck away to, and I ended up having to make a new one today. You went missing. Now you can be twins. I know what it's like to have twins. All right, so that one's still going to need it. This one needs, maybe we'll do this one right now. I'll deal with this later. And then I want to do a little bit of sewing, because it's best to do your sewing while your signatures are still loose. There are 11 signatures that will be going into miscellaneous works. And it's definitely turning into miscellaneous. Now these things came from a sample box that I was given by Your Creative Studio. These are stickers. I love those. I should open this up so I can see what it is that I want to cover up, because I hope it makes sense to you. What I want to cover up is just that line. I don't like looking at that line. I like the hole. I don't want to cover the hole. I just want to break that up so that it flows a little more onto the page. I'll know it when I see it. And I think I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. So, when it rains, it pours. I was missing an action this week, mostly because that's too wide. That's just when it rains, it pours. I seem to be, I guess I'm just run down. I think I need to, you ever have those times where you think, all right, it's time to recheck my diet, my activity level, my water intake level, that sort of thing. Because I did end up needing to go in and getting a prescription again, because the issue I had, maybe you, Dempsey Gibbons. Oh, that would have been a fight. It played into something else that I deal with my health, and so I had to be careful and go in. Championship. Is that another fight? World Championship Games. I wonder what kind of games. Legal games. If legal games game is not played, this check. World's Championship games. It doesn't say what the games are. See, if you asked my husband, the games are Highland games. He's been in heaven. The Worlds were in Glasgow last week. Oh my goodness, my little hubby was in heaven. The original ride. Cute. Alright, I'm forcing myself to choose from one of these, and I think it's going to be this, but I'm going to pare it down a bit. Yeah, so that really slowed me down this week, because you go through that stage where you think, oh, should I go in? Should I bother them? Ah, I don't want to go in. I hate having to go in. Boy, for anyone, especially my neighbors to the south, who wonder about universal health care and think that it will be abused, this is too long. So I want to shorten it, and I'm going to use my little ones that, which one's this called? This is called mini pinking. I can assure you, even though the walk-in clinic was closed, so I ended up going to our emergency department and was seen by several nurses and 2 different doctors, and walked away with no bill. Canadians, even though there was no bill, Canadians hate going to the doctors too. I can tell you, I've never abused. If that's a worry, I often hear that because I have friends who are American, and they go, well, won't it get abused? No. Nobody likes going to the doctor. If we can put it off. I don't want to go to the doctor. How's that for going off topic? But I eventually dragged myself in, and I needed to, so learn a lesson. Guess what? Little ink here. So it's just a silly little thing, but it's a me silly little thing. So I have 36 hours of antibiotics into me. I'm feeling much better. This puppy is taking a toll on my free time. I was aware of that. It's almost like I've lost a year of my life. And that's fine. Fortunately, she's small breed, and small breed have a shorter puppy stage than a large breed dog. There we go. So, next week she'll be 6 months old. This, I forgot to put the pin back in last night, and wowee, did I pay a price this morning. Oh, have you already decided to plug up again? Don't you do that to me. Come on. You have. I just cleaned you out. So I spent a lot of time laying around feeling sorry for myself, and Kirby spent a lot of time staring at me with a ball in her mouth. Can you throw it? Can you throw it? I don't mind if you want to throw it. So what I'm going to do is bring it right up close, like that. And that way it's kind of fun. Maybe I'll put red thread through that, and then someone can put a little secret note inside, because that pocket is still accessible for a little love note or something to go inside, and this cheerful family can be looking out at you. Alright, so let's put these side, and we will get into the groovy bag, shall we? I've been promising it all week. I can't believe this time last week we were in watching our Frida. I'm looking at this profile while I'm here. I think I want to put some other kind of tag sticking out here, maybe off kilter, and maybe something in around here, down here. We'll see. Maybe some more butterfly wings or something. Not sure. All right. Da-da-da! The much anticipated groovy bag. Can you believe it? I took a little peek, I think the first 3 things, and then I showed great restraint and said, no, I'm doing this on camera so that we could all enjoy the groovy bag together. All right, so this is obviously someone who is trying to learn some basic expressions in French, or maybe in English. Maybe they speak French and they're trying to learn how to say it in English. Mignonette, little darling. Oh, that's cute. I wish that was a little bit smaller. I'd put it in that little envelope. Oh, optometrists and opticians. Yes. Sydney, near Liverpool. Oh. Oh, Club Soda. Isn't that pretty? Eastman Limited. Everything photographic. Oh, isn't that nice? Vancouver, BC. Nice. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I think this is where I made myself stop, because I remember looking at these and there's 4 of them. Aren't they beautiful? I think I may have to at least make a pocket out of one. They're even embossed. Chautauqua made quality grape juice. So beautiful. I wonder if there's more here. They seem to be like, yes there is. Look at that. They seem to be like doilies. You know when you think you finally got to the last paper doily? And no, there's still another one stuck to it. The gift that keeps on giving. Okay, I'm going to put one aside, because one of these has to go into miscellaneous, because that's pretty miscellaneous. Piano cabin. Henry Nesbitt. To greet you and wish you all happiness this Christmas day. Isn't that pretty? And embossed. Very pretty. I'm going to put this aside so I can put it in with my Christmas boxes. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that pretty? A golden commandment. Wait. A great reward. Wait. From Psalms. Isn't that pretty? Oh. Oh, look at her with an apron full of flowers. All right, let's see what's in here. Oh, I'm already seeing good things. She's lovely. I can see her on the Public Library, Worcester, Massachusetts. Or is it pronounced Worcester there? I know here we would pronounce it Worcester. Mrs. F.H. Smith. She's lovely. I guess that was just to protect her from getting bent. You know what? She's going to be fine, just as she is. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, and forget-me-nots. You see underneath there? And jumping ahead. Isn't that pretty? Remembrance for Christmas. That's lovely. Wow, with gold. You know I love gold. Miss Beatrice, Agate, Main Street, Panacook, New Hampshire. Wishing you a Merry Christmas, Bertha. December 1910. Oh, isn't that something? Okay, that's got to go over with Christmas things. A happy birthday to you, Jessie. Little Jessie there. Wonder if it's to Jessie or from Jessie. Oh, it's from Jessie. With best wishes for your birthday from Jessie, and it's to Mr. Frank Hammond. Well, isn't that sweet? I should be putting my postcards separately because I keep my postcards in a postcard box. Now that said it was 1912. I might write that on in pencil because the envelope said 1912. I'm just going to write that down here. Hearty greetings. Oh, don't be stuck. Don't be stuck. Oh, rats, it's stuck. Stuck. There was a hole in the plastic. Wonder if I can get that off and glue it back on. Nope. That's all right. It's still beautiful. Hearty greetings. Wishing you many more happy birthdays, Frank, from DeWitt Turner. Isn't that cute? Very pretty. Beautiful little old envelope. Lovely. A little happy yodeler. Oh, look! There's a little notepad underneath. And you can write a little... Oh my goodness. Look at that. Photos of sights to see. Frankenbridge. I don't understand the language, sadly. Isn't that something? That's very clever. That's cute. First Presbyterian Church, Gazanovia, New York. That's cool. Miss Lena Tully, and not sure if that's New Hampshire or New York. General Hardware. Oh, look at that handwriting. Isn't that lovely? My dear Lena, this is about the first chance I have had to write you. I have been quite sick, and when I was able to come back to work, I had all of my back something to make up. So you see, it kept me quite busy for a while. Ella hasn't been very well for the past few days, but of course she... I went to the city. France and I have been quite busy getting the children ready for Easter. Oh, this is going to be fun. I can't read the whole thing, but isn't that sweet? Lovingly, Anna. Something that shows she must have been maybe using her husband's stationery from work. I remember using stuff from my dad's work growing up. My dad managed the printing department for Excelsior Life Insurance in Toronto, which meant we had access, my brothers and I had access. Miss Lena. Lehigh Valley House. Maybe she was staying at a hotel this time. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Oh, I'm going to look forward to reading through these. Look at that. Back when you would write a nice newsy. And look at that, 1896. A nice newsy letter. Even I am old enough to remember when this was the way to do it. I had many, many times in my early years of marriage where long-distance phone call was too expensive. And I had family in British Columbia and Alberta and California. And then my parents were in Florida for half of the year. And letter writing was the way to really get information to your loved ones, and it was always nice to receive. Lena, Lena, you saved your correspondence. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Cortland Standard Printing Company. Oh, anyhow, yes, back to printing. So my dad would bring home offcuts of papers and prints, and we would use the other sides for drawing on. My brothers and I were all drawers. Isn't that something? Oh, I'm so looking forward to using these. This is all the kind of things that I'm starting to get a little collection of, and I now have to get the courage to not want to hoard. You always have to check, because there could be like $100 bill in there, right? You never know. Cortland, New York, 1896. Wow. It's always on different correspondence. I find that curious. It's always a different company. Oh, she's pretty. Oh, this was back when you could get little samples of perfumes and things from your local chemist. And it was still pretty, and you'd want to keep it and save it in your little scrapbooks. There are all kinds of these things that were in my great-grandmother's Bible. Dr. Thomas's electric oil. Well, isn't she lovely? Oh, it'll cure toothache in 5 minutes. Well, there you go. Backache in 2 hours. Lameness in 2 days. Isn't that something? Wow, she's very pretty. Oh, look how nice that is. That'd be nice for Christmas. I'm going to put that with Christmas. Oh, this is for New Year's, so this can go in with Christmas. Wow, Nancy, these are all lovely. The little European robins. Postcard for correspondence only, for address only. Very nice. Oh, wouldn't she make a dramatic cover? Oh, I love her. Interesting. Is there a year? 1914. Let's find let's find you. Can you see? And I have 2 more of these books. I have Miscellaneous Works 1 and 2. One of them is chewed to bits down here. It's going to take a lot of work to... That is going to look stunning on the cover. I may put it inside. Let me show you the rotten one. Hold on. Where's the rotten one? So I have 2 more of Macaulay's Miscellaneous Works. I have book 2 and book 5. I just love, isn't that, I love it. But this one, see what's happened here. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like it was worn away. It doesn't, I don't think it looks like nibble marks, because sometimes you really do find books that have little chewy little teeth marks from nesting material, right? Paper makes great nesting material. So we'll get that sorted out. We've handled that sort of thing before, and we'll make it cool. But so there will be more Miscellaneous Works in the works. I think I shall put her inside. Remind me, because you know in a few months I'm going to say, wonder where I put that cool woman. She's inside Miscellaneous Works 5. 5 is my lucky number. So remind me in case I forget. Some yummy yellowed index cards. Let's put you aside. Some more yummy yellowed index cards. Oh, they're just perfect and ready to go in. I like to put them in just like this. If I'm going to decorate an index card, I'll age it with ink. But when it's this yummy, all because it's already old, oh, why tamper with a beautiful thing? Now what's this? St. Paul's Cathedral from Ludgate Hill. Oh, they're postcards. Isn't that pretty? The Tower of London. And the Houses of Parliament. Very nice. Nice texture. Postcard. Very nice. Well, Nancy, you outdid yourself. These are beautiful. I'm going to leave even though they're postcards, I'm going to leave them in with this bundle because I'm not sure I will use them as a postcard. She is, oh, you're going to go over with that. If she was rectangular, she's a postcard. I'm going to put her over there. If she was rectangular, oh, I think I'm going to sneeze again. I apologize. Something must be in the air. Pardon me. If she was rectangular, I might be tempted to sneak her into the other Miscellaneous Works, but I'm not sure I want to deal with oval because I don't have an oval die, or for that matter, one of those die cutter things I don't have. So there we go. These are, oh, the groovy bag lived up to its grooviness. Oh, I love that. Makers of fine spectacles since 1918. Wow. Optical service and prescription glasses. £1, 10. Boy, that's not what my glasses cost right now. Alright, so these are going away into Christmas. I have a box. I pared down my Christmas drastically last fall. This is going into my postcard box. this is going into my small genuine ephemera box, and these I will save either for when I'm shipping little Catherine cards. So if you get one and you think, jeepers, she sent me a little Catherine card in a crappy bag, you know what? Reuse what you got. It's help the environment, save the world for our great-grandchildren. Which reminds me, don't forget to go over, because August 31st is sneaking up on us, and I will be doing a draw to win August's little Catherine card. Every day was a happy day. So, don't forget to go over. I'll put the link down below, because you have to subscribe. You have to be over 18, subscribe, like that video, and comment in that video, not this one. Well, you can comment in this one. I'll say hi, or I'll give you a little love heart. It depends on how much time I've got, but I do like to acknowledge. So that's for August. And then I think I'm going to switch things up. I think waiting a month is too long. I think people are forgetting, because I've been doing this for 3 months, and out of 2 months, the winners just didn't even know they won, and I had to do a redraw. And I'm thinking I may just give like 48 hours. So I may, for September, make the card on September 1st and do the draw on September 3rd. And do it that way, so that it's not such a long wait to see if you won that month's card. I think that might work better and stay in people's minds a little better. So there we go. Little Catherine card for August. It's sneaking up. Click on the link down below and go over and do what you need to do. Thanks for joining me. Okay, that crash you just heard was all my China figurines. All right. I guess I better go see what damage was done. On that note, we'll talk soon. Bye.